Hello, are we live? I think we are live. Welcome to my first ever stream. I'm not going to expect anyone to join it, but anyways, we have got the stage one of the Tour Down Under. We've got the final 40 kilometer. Well, there's 37.1 kilometers left as we speak. But yes, I've been watching it whilst I wasn't live. Not much has really happened. There's a breakaway at the moment. The current gap is 1 minute 30 it is sitting at. Sorry if I'm looking down quite a lot. I've got my phone right in front of me, so yeah, but we've got the final 40k. First stage, Tour Down Under, cycling's back. I'm excited. So let me try and break down what has happened. Nothing. No, there's been two crashes. There was a decathlon CMA CGM rider that went down, and then there was also another crash, but I was trying to sort something out, so I'd never seen who was in that crash. The breakaway is currently, there's two Kurbama FDJ riders in it, and there is an Uno X rider as well. For the pronunciation of their names, good luck. Enzo Pallini, Martin, I'll call the other one Martin, and then there's another Martin, there's Martin Urstad. But yes, Ineos have been at the front of the peloton. Ineos and a couple of Visma riders, they've been at the peloton for the majority of it. Just managing the breakaway time. But yeah, that's all that's really happened. A couple of crashes. That breakaway's been away for a bit. There was another Australian national rider, Greenwood. He was trying to bridge across for a good lot of kilometers, but the breakaway wouldn't let up, and he just ended up falling back into the peloton. So let me let me just talk about what is on my screen. So on my screen, let me just apologies. Trying to move this over. That's perfect. That's perfect. Do that. Yep. So on my screen, I have got the forgot the pronunciation for it already. The the Oka jersey. I think that's what it is. The R is silent or something. So the Oka jersey after the prologue yesterday, Sam Watson took that. So he's currently sitting in the Oka jersey. We've got Ethan Vernon 1 second behind. All the times have been rounded up because there was that minimal time gaps between them. I think Ethan Vernon was like 0.59 or something, but it's rounded up. So he's 0.1 second, and then you can see if the Zylard Vine, not pronouncing that name, and then Maro Schmidt. I've also got, let me try this. Right. Where am I? So I'm going to put the stage favorites up. They would be I think we're just a bit behind. But yes, they would be my stage favorites. For the rest, there's no particular order in them, but actually there is a sort of kind of particular order. I've got Sam Welsford in the number one position. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you would see that he was my favorite to win it, and that's who I'm expecting to win it. So yes, let's get back to the race. So the gap from the break is now currently sitting at 1 minute 12, 33.2 kilometers to go. So they are slowly bringing it down. So yeah. think I've also got the I've got the youth classification here. I think Michael Leonard actually went down in a crash. I'm not 100%, but I think his name was mentioned in one of the crashes. So I don't know if he'll be holding that jersey much longer unless he's caught up. I don't really hear an update on that. No, this is them. They're going on to the final lap. This is them crossing the finish line for the final time. And they are going on to the final lap in Tonunda. 32.5 kilometers left. And the gap is down to 1 minute 9 seconds. Let me go back to the stage favorites. Let's keep it at that. Pardon me. Also, apologies if I'm a bit quiet. The whole house is asleep because it is currently 3 a.m. in the UK. So apologies for if I do sound a bit quiet or trying to keep my voice down. But yeah, I'm not trying to wake the whole house up. Yes, we've got a Visma rider at the front controlling the peloton. We've got the entire Ineos team behind them. So we'll do. I think I'm expecting them to be at the front for the entire race because I've a lot of expectation for Sam Welsford because I think if Ineos don't end up winning this stage, it'd be a big disappointment for them because this is the nailed on stage for Sam Welsford. I don't think he has much opportunity for the rest of the stages. There's the bell ringing. Peloton has just crossed the line for the final time. Sorry, the second final time. Can't get comfortable in the seat. How many people are watching? 0. No, I don't care. This is just. I wanted to do the Tour Down Under, and it was late at night, and I'm not expecting anyone to join. So I just wanted to have this under my belt first stream, get the confidence up. I'm a bit annoyed because I have to watch this on my phone, which is annoying. I thought I would have been able to watch it on my monitor and you would have been able to see my eyes a bit more, but I have to look down because when I have OBS open and Discovery on, the screen goes black, so I have to watch it on my phone, which is not fun. I forgot to mention we've also got the weather. I feel like the weatherman. Got the weather for Tanunda. It's currently 22 degrees in Tanunda, which I don't think that's relatively hot for Australia. I would have been expecting more, but I heard there that they're expecting upwards of 40 degrees by the end of the week, so that should be pretty fun to see that. Oh, I forgot to mention the Narvaez. He won the bonus seconds, so he did. He got the bonus. I think it was 3 bonus seconds. Zylard got 2. That is why I've got him. That is why I've got Zylard into 4th position now. He's tied with Pithy at 5 seconds, and I think Narvaez, I think he moves into the top 10 with winning that. And then last position was Milano. Milano got the final bonus second. So UAE trying to clean up the bonus seconds to make sure Narvaez is in the best position possible to hopefully win it. Tired. Gap steadied out. 1 minute 5 seconds with 29.5 kilometers to go. Then he also sort of backed into the peloton, so there's not really. I don't think there's anyone chasing. hate the way I have to look. I would have preferred it like that. Hate the way I have to look down. As in, you see the top of my head. So you do. Need to make sure to change that when. Yeah, I'll change that now. So I will. So we've got 30 kilometers to go now. 30k left. Well, 29 to be precise, like, but I'm expecting a sprint finish. I'm not expecting the break to keep the minute gap. I'm expecting the peloton to ride very hard. Make sure that there's a bunch sprint. And for all of the mountain classifications as well, the breakaway rider, yeah, Martin Urenstad, he's won both, or there hasn't even been any competition for them. So there hasn't. He has just rode over the line with the two Groupama riders in behind. So I think he's sitting on 10. He's sitting on 10 points, and then the two Groupama are, just in behind him, but whatever there is. Yawn again. Ah. Got a couple of Tudor riders at the front. So we do. Ineos are predominantly at the front though with, not Ineos, Visma. Yeah, the Visma riders are predominantly at the front with Ineos just in behind. But there's a couple of Tudor riders at the front of the peloton as well. Matthew Brennan, yeah, the commentators non-stop spoke about Matthew Brennan as well. I'm expecting, there's a lot of expectations for this. The commentators just spoke about the physique of him. That's all he just spoke about how big he is and how physical he looks. A couple of Jaco riders pulling up in there. Oh, there's Narvaez. I'm expecting him to win it. So if you've seen my preview video, that is my favourite to win it. I think Narvaez is going to go back to back. A lot of people have said. I've seen the commentator on this. He said Matthew Brennan to get second, which is a big claim. So it is. I don't know about second. Like it depends how he climbs. Depends how he climbs. He could do, but Finn Fisher Black as well. I spoke about him in the preview. He's always good at the third down under. He's from New Zealand, so winning in the rivals' territory. Can't stop yawning. I cannot stop yawning. Can't even check my phone because I'm watching the race on my phone. We go back to the breakaway. There's 26 kilometers left. No, I was meant to get a big red arrow to point it on the profile. I was meant to get a big red arrow. I could have moved it along, but I forgot about it. Let me see if I can actually do it. Oh no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it till tomorrow. So yes, I will be live tomorrow, and I'll be live stage 2, 3, 4, and the final stage. I'm going to go live for all of them. I'll try my best to go live. I think the other stages are ending about 4 or 5 in the morning, so that should be fun. But yes, nothing changes. It's a flat stage. I'm not expecting much to change now. Like I said, I'm just expecting Ineos and Visma just to control the peloton at the front. Actually, the gap has moved up a bit. It's went from 103. It's up to 118 now. So Groupama are going for it. So they are. What is this? Right, that's off. But did I put on the closing gap? But they need to write the following piece. Don't even understand that. Yeah, there's two Groupama. Like I said, two Groupama riders in the breakaway. I think that well, obviously you're going to go for the stage, but I think they've got something up their sleeve. It's a bit obviously one of them's going to go for it because they haven't really been. They didn't go for the KOM. They let the Uno rider take the KOM, so they're obviously saving their energy for another. I think one of them's gonna break from the break, and they're gonna see how that goes. But I don't think they're getting that. It'll be very interesting if he does get away, and I love that when you see the peloton chasing down that one rider. You're sitting holding your breath, and you're thinking, "Can he get it? Can he get it?" But I don't think he does. Look at that Ineos kit. I've actually got what do you call it? A kit or a jersey tier list coming out. So got a jersey tier list coming out, and try not to spoil it, like, but that Ineos kit looks brilliant. It looks so good. So it does. I'm a big fan of that Ineos kit. Let's go back to the. Oh, I just turn it all off altogether. There we go. Let's go back to stage favorites. 23 kilometers to go, and the gap has dropped down to 59 seconds. So the peloton is really pacing it. It's dropped 20 seconds there. So we've got an intermediate sprint coming up in 2.3 kilometers. Yeah, intermediate sprint, 2.3 kilometers. I don't know who's going to go. I don't even think. I'm not even expecting any of them to ride. Seeing they haven't done for the KOM, I think they're going to go for the stage win, the Groupama. So they'll probably just give it to Uno X. They're sitting talking to each other. So I don't know what's going on. Don't know what they expect. So I don't keep fixing myself in the chair. I don't know why I keep doing that. I feel like I'm sliding down it. Is the microphone alright? I imagine I was on mute. Oh, I'll be fuming. So that's that is the sprint. Sprint's a bit uphill actually. So I don't know what to. Yeah, so there's bonus seconds up for this one as well. And now the gap, the breakaway has went back up, so it's 1:10 now. So it seems to be dipping in and out. So it does. I wonder if Sam Rosford goes for the sprint uphill, or if he's going to save himself. Brian could go for it. Let's say I think it's winning the sprint jersey. I think it's a blue jersey. So I wouldn't really call it the green jersey, but the sprint jersey, I think Brennan's getting it. Like I said in my preview, I think he is going to get it. And because of this Uno X Rider Urinstad, Martin Urinstad, because of him, I think he's going to go for the King of the Mountains now. He'll be in the breakaway near enough every day. riding for that breakaway jersey. So breakaway jersey, the King of Mountains jersey. So expect to see him tomorrow or the next day. Actually, probably not. I know you probably will see him. There's a Category 1 climb, start of stage 3 or near the start of stage 3. Getting ready to change it here. We're 21.7 kilometers with a gap of 1 minute 8 seconds. So I'm expecting, I think after Mangler's Hill you can expect it to kick up in the peloton, because they're sort of just keeping it around the minute 10 mark. They did. There you go, the sprint winner, Martin Guillemin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Guillemin. He took it, so he took the bonus 3 seconds, and it looks like he's dropped from the breakaway. Yeah, he sat up. Yeah, he sat up. That's him out of the breakaway, so it's down to 2. So it is. That is us down to 2. And the gap is the gap keeps fluctuating. It was 47, now it's 59. I don't know what's going on. So virtual points, the virtual points classification, we've got Martin Guillaume. Honestly, I can't pronounce names. But anyway, we've got Martin from Groupama FDJ. He's 6 points. Jonathan Narvaez 3. A couple of the riders 3. Zyler 2. Yes, we're closing up to the 20 kilometers, so we'll change that. Yeah. Ineos, Shooter, Little, all at the front, all chasing down. They're all spreading out across the road now. 20 kilometers, that's I'm trying to get in their positions. 5 viewers. No concurrent viewers. I'll take it. I'll take it. Any views of you. Made it around that corner. A bit dodgy. Pardon me. Pilani, that's right. There we go. We've got Pilani. That's Groupama's rider in the breakaway. So he's a Groupama rider that she stayed in the breakaway. The other one, Martin, don't want to pronounce his second name because I'll butcher it. But he's the one that's dropped. So it's Pilani and Ernstad left. Obviously, Ernstad is going to try his best to stay on this breakaway here to get to the top of Mangler's Hill, so put him on 15 points for the King of the Mountains jersey. So it would. So let me actually. So where we are on the profile on your screen is yeah, it's just before. Yeah, just before the last Mangler's Hill. That's where we're currently set. So it is. Stream is healthy. Good to hear. 24 minutes already. Doesn't feel like it. There's 19 kilometers left, and the gap is down to 34 seconds. So I think they've got. I think they've got. I think they've got 6 kilometers to the. About 6 or 7 kilometers left to the top of Mangler's Hill, and 35-second gap. So I don't know if they're gonna I don't know if they're gonna make it. Visma and Ineos are they're riding very hard now. The Yeah, there's one Ineos rider at the front, and he's riding like there's no tomorrow. So expect them to be caught soon. Pro Cycling Stats has the favourite with Matthew Brennan in first, and Sam Wasford in second, Tobias Lund Anderson in third, Danny Van Poppel fourth, and Tim Torn Teutenberg in fifth. It'll definitely be an interesting finish. Like I'm excited for it. So commentators were just talking about how Mark Renshaw left Astana and went to Decathlon CMA CGM in hopes to help Olive Coy. Oh, apologies. Olive Coy's a good sprinter. I'm excited to see him at Decathlon, but I think he went to, he got ill, so he did. I think he got ill, and I don't think he's available for the start of the season until after February. I think he was meant to ride the UAE tour, and he's no longer riding it. I think the news broke about that. Oh, gonna yawn again. 17.3 kilometers now, and the gap is down to 22 seconds. So it's not looking good for the breakaway. Not looking good at all. Yet again, one Visma rider in front of seven Ineos riders. And they're going for it. Why do I keep doing that? I keep pushing myself up my chair. Pelini and Ernstrad are still in the breakaway talking to each other. Yeah, Pelini is taking charge of the breakaway. He's riding the way. Well, not riding the way, but he's at the front. Ernstrad's just sat him behind. So I wonder if they're going to have an argument soon about taking a pull. Chest is starting to get sore. Corkscrew tomorrow. 13%. Now the gradients for that corkscrew. 13%. I expect a big attack on that for the final one. Like Runstrad at the front of the breakaway now. Pilani just tucked in behind. 16.3 kilometers left, and the gap is 23 seconds. The break is 3 kilometers to the last ascent off Mengler's Hill. So I don't know. Could make it to the top actually. 2.9 kilometers, 20-second gap. Nah, I don't think so. We know the breakaway's not making it to the finish anyway, so we're getting a sprint finish, thankfully. Oh, I'm an agent. I'm an agent. A 13.3% gradient was for Mangler Hill, so yeah, that's my bad. So it is. I think Corkscrew 16%. That's why I was confused. I was a bit confused when it was on the screen, but that's my bad. Mangler's Hill's 13%. Looks like the Paladin has eased off a wee bit. They don't have that Visma right at the front. 2.1 to the top of Mangler's Hill. Gap is steady at 20 seconds. Yeah, that's 6 viewers now. Way, 6 viewers. .7 to the top of Mangler's Hill, and then it's descending down. Apologies if you heard a big bang. Or a big thump, sorry. But yeah, gap's up to 21 seconds, 14.5 kilometers to go. And Ineos and Visma are still at the front, not as predominantly at the front, but they're still sort of at the front on the right hand side. Pelini and oh, and there you go, 0.7, they did make it. I was wrong. 20-second gap, 0.6. One of Ernstrad's actually going to ride for this one, or Pelini's going to attack him, or oh, I've got a feed coming up. No, doesn't take it. Doesn't take it. He must be going for the sprint here. 0.5. Pelini's out of the seat. Ernstrad's out of the seat. Pardon me. The peloton can see them up the road. 20-second gap. Ernstrad's at the front of the breakaway. He seems to be doing all the work. Pelini's just in behind. 0.2. Pelini's out of the seat. Is he going to attack? I wonder if he is going to attack. Seeing he's given Ernstrad the first two. Ernstrad's out of the saddle now. Pelini's back in his saddle. I wonder if... there's a peloton behind them now. 15-second gap. 13.2 kilometers to go. I think they are going to... yeah, they most likely are going to get it. But I just wonder... Oh, Ernstrad. Yeah, Ernstrad's going for it. He's dropping Pelini. Pelini's out of the seat. He's caught back up. I don't think Pelini's going to go for it. I think Ernstrad's... I think he's begging for the points. Peloton's closing in though. And Ernstad takes it. Yep, Ernstad takes it. So it's 15 points in the King of the Mountains jerseys. And the gap is 12 seconds. That's the peloton crossing the top of the climb now. That just shows you how close they are. That just shows you the breakaway's not going to win it. Oh, Ernstad's dropped. He sat up. It's Pelini left now. Just seen a replay of my stream and trying to figure out when I did that. And the only time I remember doing that is about 15 minutes ago. So I'm trying to figure out how far back, how far delayed my stream is. Gap now 9 seconds. Pelini's on his own. 12.5 kilometers to go. So it is guaranteed bunch sprint, which should be good. Should be good. Commentators are giving their... Okay, so the commentators are going for their favourites. One of them has picked Sam Welsford. The other one's picked the one who's been talking about Matthew Brennan the whole stage picks Matthew Brennan. You could have guessed it. But yeah, no, Sam Welsford, or not two, in the past two editions of the Tour Down Under, he's won 6 stages, 3 at each. So he won this stage last year, and this year they're climbing the easier side of Mangler's Hill. So, and they also have to get it right. They have to get it right. I expect them to get it right. They have enough experienced riders there that could do elite it. So there is. Shattered. 3:30 in the morning, watching the Tour Down Under. No one. That's part of the experience. So the gap for the breakaway has increased. It's now 15 seconds. Down to 14. 11.4 kilometers to go. Soon coming into the 10 kilometer range. So should start seeing all these sprinters teams kicking up. On the pro cycling stats, Matthew Brennan says today's favourite by numbers of stars in the PCS game. Second is Sam Welsford with 1,822, and first is Matthew Brennan with 6,573. I wonder I don't even know what game it is. But here it is. Matthew Brennan smacking him apparently, according to them. So they have Matthew Brennan as the heavy favourite. Groupama's jersey is nice this year. Very nice. Compared to the last couple of years, they've been the same, so it's nice to have a change. No spoilers for the tier list video, but it is a very nice kit. Gaps up to 18 seconds. Need to get changing. There we go, look at that. Change to 10 kilometers. But yeah, final 10 kilometers now. 9.9 to go. This is them going down Mangler's Hill. So hopefully there's no crashes. As you always hope there's no crashes. Also, if you would like to see my predictions for the rest of the stages and who I think is going to win them, well, obviously before I tell them on stream, but if you would like to see them during the day running, follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram. It's the final K, but it's the final.km. So if you want to know who I'm predicting to win for each stage, follow me there and you'll get it during the day. It was 9.9. It's 9. It's how quick they're going down the hill. Let me. I got 7 views. I'll teach you not. I will take 7 views on my first stream. And there's 8.8 kilometers to go. I will take it. I've been live near 40 minutes. So I was expecting to be live for about an hour and 10. So that's actually pretty good then. I'll take that for the first stage. The other ones I'm a bit worried about the other ones. Because you're talking about 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning. To watch a cycling race. It has to be done. It has to be the 2026 season. 7.8 kilometers and the gap is 10 seconds. still alive. That's right. Who do I? Well, I think Sam Walsford's got. Who do I want to win it? I would like Matthew Brennan to win it. The Matthew Brennan glaze is real. I think he's brilliant. Like, so I would like him to win it. Yeah, the break's done 5 seconds. Pelini, fair play, man. Fair play, Pelini. You did well, but it's done, man. Just watching the peloton, they like swallow him, slowly coming up behind them. Yeah, that's it done. That is it done. That, how delayed is the stream? It says 20 kilometers. Did I change it? Thought I did change it. I don't know. I have no idea how far the stream is behind. It looks quite far. So 3. Right. 6.8 kilometers to go. The breakaway's done. Down to the peloton now. Time for the good positioning. Time for the good teams to get at the front. Or the sprinters team to get at the front. Ineos has sort of dropped down. Ineos aren't at the front anymore. Ooh. Who's that? So you need to get the. You need to go road off the side of the road, whoever it was. Sam Welsford on the yield. Sam Welsford on the wheel of the Oka leader. Sam Watson. Sam Watson did actually. He did say after the prologue he would either be the last lead out man or the second last lead out man. So I wonder if he is going to be the last lead out man. The Oka jersey leading out the winner of the stage. Pretty good for the headlines, like. So who have we got at the front? Uno X? Yeah, Uno X, EF Education, Alpecin. Is that Bahrain? I think it's Bahrain. 5 kilometers. I'll change it. Let's change it. Why not? Let's change it. Who cares? No one's watching. Let's change it. Let's change it to that. Oh. Kwiatkowski right at the front of the peloton. And he also moved up. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't Bahrain. That was Quickstep. So we've got right hand side of the road, Ineos, Kwiatkowski, Sam Watson, and then we've got Quickstep just to the left of them. Visma a wee bit back, but to the left of them. Then we've got a mix of riders. EF Education, Uno X, Alpecin, Picnic Post. There's Jonathan Narvaez coming up on the left hand side beside EF Education. 4.8 kilometers to go. Luke Lamperty. He's getting ready for the sprint. He's EF Education sprinter, I think. Jensen Plowright as well. Around the number 11. He's on his own. He doesn't have any teammates with him, I think. Unless that's a teammate in front of him. No, it's Uno X. So I wonder what is going to happen here, actually. Matthew Brennan in beside Jonathan Narvaez making his way to the front of the peloton. I hate the way I can't look at the camera. I wish I was able to. Sorry, so you have to see the top of my head. Right, so we've got 3.4 kilometers to go. Juan Sebastian Milano in behind Sam Welsford. Picking a good wheel to stay on. There's Decathlon beside Sam Welsford. Sam Welsford needs to move up a wee bit. Yeah. .9. Slowly going down. Profile for the final 3. Profile for the final 3 kilometers or in pro cycling stats, it sort of goes up a little bit. So maybe Brennan does get that. Brennan is pretty good sprinting uphill. 3.4 kilometers to go. Ineos have completely disappeared. Australian national team are in the middle. Got Alpecin on the left, Uno X on the left. Got the Decathlon coming up on the right. Here we go. Yeah, Australian national team. He looks like he's riding a horse. Here comes Ineos up the right hand side of the road with their full train. Yeah, look at this. Flap me. 1.8 kilometers. 1.6. Yeah, Ineos have completely taken off the front. Alpecin went off the road. 1.3. Yeah, Ineos are the first 5 riders of the peloton. Here we go. This is us into the final kilometer. 0.9. And that's it. Alpecin coming up on the right. We've got Ineos on the left. Is that Alpecin? Astana? No, there's Astana at the front. There's still a bunch of Ineos riders, so NSN. Welsford's boxed in. He can't. The Decathlon's at the front. Tobias Anderson. Look at this. Yeah, it's Tobias Anderson. Here he goes. He's launched. He's went. Danny Van Poppel's there. Who is it? Tobias Anderson. Very, very good. Fair play. Ineos messed that up. Welsford got boxed in. Matthew Brennan as well. He was in there. He was in the final 4. Very good sprint. Very good sprint. That's it. Tobias Anderson wins the stage. Very, very good lead out by Decathlon CMA CGM. It's that name. But fair play to him. He's done very, very well. I wonder what happened to Welsford. I think he got boxed in. Like he was nowhere. He wasn't there at all. Matthew Brennan was there. Van Poppel was there. Tord Goodmanstad with a very, very good lead out for Anderson. So fair play. Team takeover, New Jersey. And a win on the board. What more could you ask for? There you go. Confirmation. Matthew Brennan in second place. Fair play to him. I think he beat Welsford in the Surf Coast Classic. So fair. Let me see this again. There's Ineos. Where's Welsford? You can see Sam Watson. And there, Decathlon. Goodmanstad just rips it apart. He rips it apart. And then there goes Anderson. No, Welsford was. He was in the top 3. He didn't get it. He had no room at all. No room. I think if he went for that move, he would have crashed. So I think he's gonna have to accept 3rd place. I didn't expect Danny Van Poppel to be in 4th, to be fair. So fair play to him. And there we go. This is the results. This is the results for the first stage at the Tour Down Under. We've got Tobias Lund Anderson in first, Matthew Brennan in second, Sam Welser third, Danny Van Poppel in fourth, Ethan Vernon fifth, Liam Walsh sixth. I'll not do the rest of them. Lionel Tamanox, Casper Van Uden, Tim Thorn-Teutenberg, and Luke Lamperty. I'll do that. But just top fives for the first stage. Tobias Lund Anderson, Matthew Brennan, Sam Welser, Danny Van Poppel, and Ethan Vernon. So yeah, very good. Very, very good stage. Happy with that. I'm glad cycling's back, but I'm going to end the stream here because it is currently 3:30 in the morning. So yes, if you did tune in, yeah, it says 9 viewers. I don't know how long people stay, but if you did tune in, appreciate it. For my first stream, I'll be live tomorrow for stage 2. I'll be live for stage 3, 4, and 5. Like I said, follow me on my TikTok, my Instagram, the final KM, the dot final dot KM. I'm sure if you look it up anyway, it may come up, but yes, appreciate it. Thanks for joining me, and all the best.